Hello everybody and welcome to the NASCAR Amino iRacing Cup Series here from the Monza Road Course. We're getting closer and closer to the playoffs, but we're going to finish it off soon coming up with the road course. I'm joined in the booth by Alan Gonson here. It's been a bit since he's been in the booth, but glad to have him back. Should be a fun race today, Alan. What on earth are you expecting out of this mysterious day?
Absolute Monza madness. All I have to say.
Close, good enough. I mean, like I mentioned, this is brand new. This is the second time now this season we've gone overseas. Of course, we went to the Red Bull Ring previously, and now we're here in Italy in Monza. Seth Peters put it on pole here with a really strong lap. His first career pole. Alan, take us around for a lap here.
Okay, so first thing he's going to see when he gets down the front stretch is going to be the Prima Varianti. It's a quick right, left, right, really tight. You gotta be precise on your braking. Once he gets through the Prima Varianti, he gets into the Curva Biasano, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Then he goes down a long straightaway, where he'll come out of the Curva, and then he'll see the Seconda Varianti, which is another quick chicanery turn. After he gets through that short straightaway to the first Curva di Lesmo, which you can see he's going through the second Varianti right now. Now he's out of that, comes to the first Curva di Lesmo. Now he's going to head for the second Curva di Lesmo. Now after you get out of the Curva di Lesmos, you got the Curva del Seraglio. I hope I said that right, but if I didn't, I'm sorry to everyone in my home of the Italians. Okay, so it's a long straightaway between the Seraglio to the Varianti Ascari, which is 8, 9, and 10. Quick, sharp, precise turns. Got to go hard on the brakes here. But I'd prefer you go light. After that, it's a long straightaway to turn 11, the Curva per Borussia. Once you get through turn 11, you come back to the start-finish line, and that will be your lap around Monza.
Wow, I will say that was impressive. I would have never gotten those turn names, at least. Not that simple, but overall, what a really impressive lap. It is going to be a very technical road course. Lots of straightaways, but at the same time, lots of those sharp corners. It should set up for a crazy race, but let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup before the action begins. All right, we're about to start here. Alan, before we go, who's your pick to win?
I really like the pole sitter, Seth Peters, so I'm going to be keeping my eyes on that 78 car all race long.
Great pick. And the green flag is out, the smoke flies, and we're underway here at Monza.
Standing starts are always fun here in the NAICS. Here they go, headed for turn number 1.
Seth Peters, Justin Ricci side by side as they're going to exit turn number 2 there. But Ricci had a little bit of momentum, but multiple rows back through the field side by side. But it looks like it's going to be the first 4 cars single filing out with Ricci in the lead.
Yeah, Justin Ricci has the lead through turn number 3. Now he's headed for turns 4 and 5. The Seconda Varianti. This is going to be interesting to see how he handles it. Gets through it the first part. Now he's through the second part. Clear through him fine.
Side by side, Lucy Fife makes contact, and off the track she goes. And in the back, Zach Stern is off as well.
Oh boy, that's going to bring out a local yellow.
Yeah, quick
Stern
yellows.
looks like he's going to...
They're going to get it back going
away.
just fine. Yep, just fine here. We'll keep an eye on how this goes. Of course, yellows, the officials are probably going to be just a tiny bit more lenient here, especially if they can just, if these cars are off, like fully off the racetrack but can get back going, there will be no need for a yellow. But if they're stuck, can't go anywhere, that will most likely form a yellow.
All right, they are through the second Curva Delismo, headed for the straightaway. No, actually, that might not be. Here's a look at what happened on replay.
Oh, there's contact with Stern. It
Yeah.
looked like that was Wyatt Wild, I believe. It looked like he maybe a little bit did a bit of a wheel hop there, got into the side of the 8 car, and then of course
Yeah, you saw
the
Stern.
racetrack.
Yeah, Stern also cut the corner, so he must have stopped to avoid a time penalty there.
And then up front as they come to complete lap number 1, Ricci's going to hold off the field, but here comes Don Falconer in that 82 Twitch machine, going for second place on the pole sitter of Seth Peters, but ultimately backs out of it.
Yeah, and Don Faulkner, he had Watkins Glen in the bag until he locked him up, headed for the bus stop, spun out, and that handed the win to Caleb Marinelli, his first win of the season.
And here comes Caleb Marinelli speaking up to the inside for third position. They go side by side through 1 and 2. Falconer, it looks like he got the slight edge off the corner, back through the field side by side. There's Muchin Sasso, Dietz and Zachary Shepard, and then mostly back here they're starting to single file out, and then there's Stern and Lucy Fife trying to catch back up to the pack. But up front, top 2 remain the same, and they're side by side for third still.
Oh, they're back to the second Varianti. Going to be interesting to see who gets through this one and to act, and they all managed to do so in the top 3, sliding a little bit.
Here they go back through the corner. They go side by side again.
Oh.
Mooch and Roberto Lindsay's off the racetrack.
Oh, no. Oh, is that going to bring out a penalty? Is that going to bring out a caution? No, just a local yellow.
Yep, local yellow. Yep, there goes the 74. She's going back onto the racetrack, back in dead last, unfortunately. But everybody else going to single file it out here. Looks like they're all starting to get their groove on, hopefully, without making too many more mistakes and going off.
I think the second Varianti is going to be the trouble spot all race long. Then they come to the Varianti Ascari, where they will then head to the Curva Perdabaliscia, and then back to the start-finish line to complete the lap, with Justin Ricci in the lead, as we have 18 to go, next time by when Ricci crosses the stripe.
Ricci holding a pretty solid lead. As we can see so far, track position super important. Seth Peters sends it right there into, oh my goodness, yeah, turn 11 there.
Oh,
but
man,
ultimately,
locked
looks
him
like,
up.
Yeah, he locked it up, got a little sideways, lost a little bit of ground to the 12 there. Not much to do, and then back behind
Side by side.
Side by side. It's Marinelli and Don Falconer for third.
Yeah, Don Falconer really out for some revenge on the road courses, where he got robbed by Watkins Glen, and I think he actually redeemed himself in the first one at New Hampshire.
Yeah, he ran pretty decent at New Hampshire. Didn't get that win at the road course, unfortunately, but of course he's still looking strong today. He got a great run there off of turn 2, and he's going to easily clear the 15 behind them. It looks like it's Jordan Fox and Ethan Farley side by side. They come through turn 5, mostly single filing out. You can see, you mentioned it, it's going to be a tricky corner. You can see a lot of the tire marks, especially there in the sand, and Elon Solberg goes around.
No. Ooh. Unfortunate.
He's off the racetrack. He's still moving, but is that going to stop him fully? Or there's still more cars coming, and now he gets it back going. Still mostly single filing out as the battle is still heating up. Now Falconer in third, not able to pull away. Marinelli a little sideways there, heading off through turn 10, and that's allowing the cars behind them to catch up as well. Real Jordan Fox and Ethan Farley.
18 to go, and you got the 12 car still leading. Oh, side by side here. Nope, they sort themselves out.
Here goes Marinelli. He got a little bit loose there, entering there on turn 11, but ultimately he's going to be able to gather it up. Ricci starting to extend his lead just a little bit over Seth Peters, but I imagine with how strong that 78 has been on road courses in the past, he's going to close that gap eventually. He's been so strong at road courses. He runs well, but unfortunately just hasn't had the luck go his way to win.
Yeah, the 12 car is throwing lights out right now. 78 car hasn't been able to close up on him quite yet. Might need a caution.
There goes Ricci sliding through turn 3. Man, I still just find it so interesting when we pointed out here how technical this racetrack is, especially this corner. You'll see eventually when these cars go by just how tight it is. I mean, they've gone side by side multiple times, but it almost always has involved a car going off the racetrack every time.
Well, good news is they've learned and they're sorting themselves out right as I say that. Donlin and Bishop side by side. Donlin's off track!
Whoa, my goodness. They save it, and behind them off track, that looks like it's Ethan O'Connor, Quinn Yeager, and Zach Stern again.
My goodness.
These guys need to eventually figure out this corner, because oh my goodness. They just can't get through this thing cleanly unless they're single file. Oh, yeah, and off track.
Oh,
Bishop. I think that, yep, Caden Bishop off the racetrack, but he keeps it going.
Oh. I think he's smoking. No, never mind.
Nope, he's good. Good to go. Well, I think at this point now, most of the field got to be single filed out at this point. Ricci still holding on strong. Actually, it looks like the 78 is sort of close in the gap just a little bit, and then these guys, these are essentially all the guys who have gone off the racetrack at least once, and they're just, I don't know, just hoping for a yellow at this point.
Exactly. Just bad luck on this track, man. I told you to expect Monza Madness, that we're getting Monza Madness in one section.
Falconer now starting to extend the lead over Marinelli there in third, while Ricci and Seth Peters, the gap is closing ever so slowly. The 78 is getting closer once again here. It looks like long run speed is key right now, especially for Seth Peters, and it looks like because of it, he's going to be hunting for the lead very soon. I find it interesting specifically at that corner right there. A lot of guys have gone single file in that corner, but they've managed to hold on right now, even though it's a really tight corner as guys are just sliding there off of turn 5. Marinelli as well right there. You just get the left rears into that sand, getting sideways, just slightly overshooting the corner. And here comes Jordan Fox to the inside of Murillo. Bit of smoke up front there. It looked like Caleb locked up the brakes just a tiny bit there, but everybody else still trying to single file out, and here comes Seth Peters. He is closing in. He is there for the lead.
Seth Peters looking to make his moving. Oh no, they're in the second of Varianti. No, I don't think so. Where are they? Oh, they're heading for turn 11.
Seth Peters, it looks like he almost went off the racetrack there. He went a little too wide. But it looks like he's got that draft on this long straightaway. Seth Peters has sent it in this corner, but has lost time. This time, Ricci locks up the brakes a little bit. He overshoots it a touch.
Yep, you can't overshoot turn 11. Well, you wouldn't want to overshoot any turn. But especially turn 11.
Here goes Seth Peters. He has a great run there off of turn 11. He's going to be side by side with Ricci for the lead with 15 to go. Peters to the inside.
And they're headed for the Prima Varianti with Seth Peters in the lead. Can Peters clear him before they get to the Prima Varianti? He will.
Looks like he does. Seth Peters is going to be your new leader here in Monza. Now, the question is, will he be able to hold off the 12? I think it'll be interesting because he's not going to let him get away that easy.
Yeah, Justin Ricci is not known to let drivers get away. Looks to the...
bit loose.
Yeah, he got a little bit of understeer there. And they are headed for the 4. Yeah, they're headed for the second of Varianti. Oh, and they get through it cleanly.
Oh, Peters got a much better run off that corner there. Oh my goodness, sideways back there's Marinelli, and because of that, Peters, he's not driving away, at least not yet. So Ricci still, I guess, has a move up his sleeve if he can get there.
If he can get there.
They go to the long straightaway.
Yeah, they're on the Carva del Sergio. Dear God, I'm going to be shot by the Italians after this race. Well, they're in the Varianti Ascari 8, 9, and 10.
Here goes Peters. He took a little bit of defensive line there into turn 8. A little bit different this time, and I mean, these guys battling right now, some of the guys, especially Don Falconer, he is starting to close the gap just a little bit on these top 2.
Yeah, top 3. You can see it's all Chevrolets with a Toyota in 4th, and then that might be a Ford in 5th.
Here they come this time to 14 laps to go. Fuel window should be opening here fairly soon, maybe within the next 5 laps or so. Of course, only going to need really one pit stop to make it, maybe 1, maybe 2 or so. I don't know. It depends on how much they push their fuel, especially if we get a yellow or so. I don't know. It's gonna. You really can't. I don't know if you can really save much at this racetrack with how giant it is.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to save any fuel either. But back through turns 1 and 2, and then head for turn 3.
A little bit of a defensive move there. Seth Peters saw a little bit of a run there. He tried to hold him off. He goes a little bit wider this time. Ricci down lower here. Can he make any move here into turn 4?
No, you don't want to make a move headed to turn 4. We've seen it in Italy multiple times, and these front drivers have learned that.
Good
the question is, have the
off.
guys in the back learned it?
Yeah, good run off, especially in. Oh my goodness, he overshoots the corner a little
Oh,
bit.
No.
Holds on to it. He's good to go. But this brings Don Falconer right into the fight.
Yeah. 3-car fight for the lead. Gotta love it.
What do they do on the long straightaway? This is big for Ricci. He's still close, and he's going to have a little bit of draft to run the 78. It's interesting, like you said, Ricci, he doesn't let guys get away, but I mean, granted, these top 2 are teammates, and you imagine they want to bring home a Tau victory, especially with 2 in the top 5 right now.
Yeah, and then, like I said, you have Falconer, who's also in a Chevrolet in 3rd, so Chevy's got the top 3 spots, followed by a Toyota, and then that is confirmed to be a Ford. I just don't know who it is.
It looks like, I want to say behind Marinelli, that looks like Jordan Fox there, yes, in the Ford. In P5 there, who's also having a really strong run. He's a driver who's below the cut line, needing of a good run as well as, you know what, as well as Falconer, because he's also just hovering right there on that cut line, and drivers like him, he needs a good run. And even just to look at the regular season championship, Marinelli, who won last race, he's hanging on there in the top 4, but Ricci, who's also in this title fight for
look at
the
Falconer.
best position.
Look at Falconer.
Yeah, here comes Don Falconer now to the
You're
inside in turn 1.
For the Prima Varianti, and Falconer is not able to make the move. He'll have to wait for his next opportunity to pass.
Ricci hanging on for second, but yeah, this is important, especially for the 12. If he wants to win this regular season title with the playoffs coming, he's led a lap so far. That's a bonus point. The 15 has not, and of course, he's running higher, so this is a good chance to gain points on that 15 and get extra bonus points heading into the playoffs.
Well, they're headed through the second Varianti, and they clear it just fine. Top 3 stay single file. Top 6 get through it cleanly. Top 7 get through it cleanly. Beautifully done by these drivers.
Yeah, do you think, I think at this point, these drivers up in the front have been told by their crews, essentially, don't run side by side unless you want something to happen, like what happened in the back, you don't want that.
No. And I can see, I think that's Paul Donlin running in 7th right now. He's having a really good run.
Yeah, strong run there. A lot of guys who need these good runs are running really strong here. But up front, man, these top 3 are just not getting away. But at the same time, with this track being so tight, it is not simple to pass. Of course, we've seen attempted passes gone wrong right now. So it's going to be tough for Ricci here. The fuel window probably is going to be coming up here very soon, so we'll see what strategy these guys do.
And Peter might be going down pit road here. Seth Peters might be headed to pit road, because I saw him dive to the inside of turn 11, headed for turn 11. See if he does dive there.
It looks like they are all coming to pit road. Yeah, top 3 are all bringing it in. So yeah, essentially based off this, they're going to need to bring it in one more time. The race is 20 laps. And they've run about 8 laps so far, so they'll need to pit at least one more time here.
Yeah, a lot of drivers are bringing it in, actually. Carter's coming in. There's Anthony Sasso.
Some guys, a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Oh, nope. Toddy stays out.
Stayed out.
That's going to be a little bit of a strategy change. Evan Toddy going to try to see if he can push the fuel a little longer. It looks like Kylie Grider also stayed out, and it looks like they're the only 2 to stay out, so kind of on their own at this point.
Bad move. There you can see a long line of cars coming off pit road. Seth Peters out first, so when Toddy and Grider make their stops, Peters will cycle back to the lead, and it'll be Peters, Ricci, Falconer as your three-car battle for the win, with Caleb not far behind him.
Yeah, these guys will have to at least pit here one more time here. We mentioned you really can't save at this racetrack, so unless Toddy and Grider think they can save, I don't think there's any chance they can. So I guess maybe all they're hoping for is they get either a
caution,
or maybe just a one-lap tire advantage, depending on how much these guys who stayed out, like how much they push their tires. So I mean, I imagine they're going to bring it to pit road next time by, but I guess we'll have to see.
And one name we have not really talked about is Alan Mooch, because he's been admired in the middle of the pack, and he really needs good runs if he wants to make the postseason.
Yeah, he's also hanging around right there towards the middle of the pack or so in the points, and that's a lot of guys who need good points. And speaking of, Evan Toddy, he's a driver in contention for the regular season title, and he's led a lap now, so, you know, one bonus point, you never know how far it could go.
It could be the difference between advancing to the next round and getting eliminated. Peter's a ways back behind Grider and Toddy, as they have yet to pit. They're in turn 11. I would think that Toddy's going to pit now.
It looks
I
like
could
he didn't.
be wrong.
No,
yep. Yeah, he's coming. Yep.
Yep.
And Grider's going to follow suit here as well.
Yep, so that will eventually bring Seth Peters back into the lead here once again. He extended the gap over Ricci and Falconer there in second. And third,
Oh,
they're going to go side by side here for second, and that's going to bring Marinelli into the fight as well.
Yeah, and Falconer's going to clear Justin Ricci, headed for the Prima Variante. The Prima Variante.
There they go into turn one. They stay side by side. Ricci not letting him clear. They go side by side. He's there on the inside, but the 82.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he gets the run off, and Falconer takes second place away. Great move.
That's the first time we've seen them get through one of the Variantes side by side without any problems.
Yeah, it is. I think either they've learned their lesson or maybe they're just pretty good on new tires.
Probably a mix of both.
Yeah, it's true. But I mean, hey,
here comes the problematic Variante.
Yeah, Seth Peters is
and they stay single file, so I think they've wised up.
Seth Peters is pulled away, but the 5 behind him are all together here. And then there's Sush Drive running really strong. Barley as well. Carter Jones there having a solid run.
Yeah, Carter Jones went all kinds of slideways coming out of the corner.
Yeah, mostly all single file. There's Toddy and Grider who made
their
pit stops. It looks like they cycled about where they were, so not bad.
Yeah, there you saw Tanner Campos.
Side by side, O'Connor's off.
O'Connor.
Oh, and he's going to let him go by.
And Elon Solberg's off the track as well. I think he's stuck in the sand. No, he's able to get going.
Well, that sucked because there went all his track position.
Yep. All that track position he worked for is gone. Peters, meanwhile, is going to see the cross flags this time by, and as the race leader.
10 laps to go here. Seth Peters still really, really strong right now. Of course, I can't say he's really pulling much further away, but he's keeping a very maintainable gap there between he and the 82. Falconer's starting to pull away from Ricci a little bit. It looks like the 12 has sort of started to fall off here as the run continues here, as now he's under pressure from Marinelli for third.
Yeah, and the flag officials have displayed the cross flag, so we're going to be done. And we can just pack up and go home and be ready for the next race.
Side by side into turn one they go. Falconer, yeah, that 82 looks like he's a lot more stronger. Jordan Fox, Muriel running fairly strong. Of course, Muriel coming from other series running well. I assume this is a racetrack he had circled on his list. Of course, he's running well. Sustrai as well. And a bunch of other guys. There's Grider and Toddy, who technically have a lap pressure tires, but I don't see how much of a difference that'll make. And then here's all the guys who basically went off earlier at some point. And
Alec Mooch
trying to find
to the inside of Blue T5, trying to maintain position. They're going to stay side by side, so I want to watch them going into the other Variante.
Here's Seth Peters still holding a strong lead. A little bit of tire smoke there, almost locked it up, but kept it going just fine. Falconer now trying his best to catch up as quickly as he can, but still mostly single file out. Halfway through the race, these drivers are learning their lesson. I think they know at all what to expect at this point, so now it's just going to be a fight for the win. There's still going to be one more pit stop, and that's going to be the money stop, so you're going to want to be as close or ahead as your competitors as much as you can.
Yeah, I really wanted to see how Mooch and Fife were going to get through the second. Oh, here we go.
Oh, trees
Leclerc!
off!
Mooch! Oh, no!
Oh.
Mooch is going. Oh!
Mooch saved it, but Leclerc went off, trying to get on the letting all the cars go by. And there goes all those spots, but he's going back.
Yep, Trey Leclerc with that Prime sponsorship to the back.
Oh well, 9 laps to go for Seth Peters.
I guess you could say that Tree was not in the prime position there. I also
Nice.
see myself there. Good night.
Good one. Okay. We're here for all Alan Gonson jokes as much as we want.
Hi-oh. All right, we got a battle for third right now between Ricci and Marinelli.
Yeah, Marinelli, he seems to be the slightly quicker car right now, but he just does not really have the room or the position to get around him. Ricci just has slight advantages, especially it looks like into the corner specifically. Marinelli is slightly better. He's got good track, but it's just not close enough to be able to make a move. And still, I guess, trying to plan out where he can make his move. That's the cleanest sideways off the corner, but they're all good.
Just a little bit sideways. A little bit sideways is fine. If you go way too sideways, that's trouble.
Peter's still holding a strong lead. It's about the same still over Falconer. He's trying his best to close, but man, that's 78. He's just so strong today. Again, we've seen this plenty of times. He's been strong at many road courses. He almost won at Watkins Glen last season. He was running strong at the Red Bull Ring this year before he went off the racetrack. And if Seth Peters could win, that'd be a second career win. That'd be great momentum heading into the playoffs. But right now, he's still got to hold on for, oh my goodness, what is it? Like 16 more miles or so? I think the track is 2 miles.
Yeah, he's got like 8 laps to go when they get back around off of turn 11.
There he goes into turn 11, still running really strong. 8 laps to go. We imagine the fuel window will open, I'd say, within the next 4 laps or so. So we're getting near that final pit stop. But you know what? Before we go to those pit stops, let's go on board with Seth here and ride for him.
All right. Yeah, so the first turn, like I said, he's going to come to is the Prima Variante. He's been smooth through this turn all day long. Beautifully done. No view like it from a race car. Now he's going to head through turn 3 here. Nice and smooth. This is a wide open, this is a long arcing turn, so you could really go flat out through this turn. But then you got to get onto the brakes, and when you get to the second Variante, which he's headed for right now. Beautifully done by the 78 car.
There's that specifically, that straightaway. This is such a long straightaway. You can't even see the end of it right here with how long it is up to this point.
And then you got 8, 9, and 10 ahead. The Variante Ascari.
This is a fun corner. This is pretty wide, but at the same time, it runs long. It stretches you, especially right here. You feel like you can stay throttled, but it cuts off so soon. If you mess up or just get a tiny bit loose, you can go right into that gravel track.
Yeah. Now he's going to head for turn 11, complete the lap, and it'll be 7 to go when he gets back across the stripe.
There he goes into turn 11, also really strong corner there as well. He's going to fire it off, hold it wide open here, especially as he come to the line. It's going to be 7 laps to go for Seth Peters. Looks like he's holding on strong, and the caution's out.
Oh, what happened?
That changes some things. Let's see. No one's around here. Oh, there's a car back there off. Oh, that looks like O'Connor's off.
Ethan O'Connor. Yeah. And the tow trucks bring him back
He's gone
quickly. Yeah. It's instant tow trucks. Don't you know it's advanced technology? Snap your fingers and you're just on pit road magically. It's just like that.
Yeah, we know this stuff by now. Caution is out here with 7 laps to go here.
I'm sorry, it's just that it just sounded like you were genuinely surprised about that.
No, I'm not shocked at all.
Here's what happened.
He
locked him up. Yeah, locked him up. Missed the turn. Oh, and he just... Lightly taps the tire barrier.
Yeah, there's the reason for the yellow, of course. He's stuck, of course, really can't go anywhere. Oh, yeah, he just missed the field.
Oh, yeah, went way too wide. And
just a slight driver mistake there as well. Well, first off, I think, yeah, pit road is open this time by, so I think we'll see pit stops here. If you pit here, you should be able to make it to the end of the race. And these guys don't look like they're pitting.
Yeah, 100%. You should be able to.
But they're not.
I'm shocked.
Why
Maybe
not?
they think they can save fuel under the yellow.
Okay, Farley and Carter Jones bring it to pit road. Hey, we saw them do this at the New Hampshire road course, and they did the opposite. Oh, and then the back of the field.
So the entire back of the field's going down pit road.
Well, we're gonna head to break here after a caution involving Ethan O'Connor going off the racetrack after just missing the corner, locked it up, and got into the tire barriers. We're gonna head to break, and we'll be right back for the restart.
Hi, Phil Swift here with the power of Flex Seal. Use this bad boy right here, spray it on anyone's mouth and make them shut up forever. Here's how it works. You take off the cap to this bad frickin' and then you gotta whang. Watch this.
Do you know what's worth fighting for when it's not worth dying for?
Aw, rats.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Monza here. We are ready to go back green here for a shootout to the end of the race after a caution involving Ethan O'Connor, who went off the racetrack, but I'm pretty sure he's just on pit road getting some repairs now and will eventually be back on the racetrack. As here we go, we're going to go green. It's Peters, Falconer on the front row. Green flag is out. Here we go.
It's safe to say that Ethan O'Connor missed his breaking Spotify.
Nice.
All right, I'm done with the jokes now.
That's a good one to end on at least. But
All right, they're
Peters-
headed for turns 1 and 2. They're side by side for second right now. Clean through this turn, but this is not the trouble spot. It's turns 4 and 5 that are the problems.
Peters is
Sort
going to
themselves out
clear
single
for
file.
the lead. Yep, Peters clears for the lead. Falconer holds on to second place, reaching third, and then they're side by side. There's Jordan Fox and Caleb Marinelli there. Now, we just got to wonder, we have 4 laps to go. Do these guys still do the pit, or did they manage to save anything under yellow?
I don't know. Oh, no. Oh, I don't like what's going on
Oh,
back there.
I didn't see. I saw. Oh, they're fine.
Oh,
they made it.
Wow, they made it through first time.
Hold on. Is everybody else going to make it? Oh, my God. They're side by side.
know.
Someone just went off.
Nope,
Who
nope.
is that? That's
is
Farley.
That's Farley.
Oof, man. He
In the
was running
zero.
so well today, too. That sucked.
And there's O'Connor. So he's back on track.
Oh.
Will someone lock him up?
Marinelli looks like he locked it up. That allowed Fox and Alex Murillo to get by. Marinelli's he's dropping like a rock all of a sudden.
Yeah, Marinelli's the highest running Toyota right now.
Seth Peters is extending his lead here, heading into the triple corners here, and then heading into turn 11 here. I mean, we're down to 3 laps to go, but can they make it to the end here?
Oh, one car went off track. That might have been that's Baskin Robbins car, Carlos Sestri. And he's got to bring it to a stop.
Oh, that stinks. Man, Sustrai, he was also running strong today. But it looks like, yeah, you can see the tire marks. He just went off the racetrack as well there.
Definitely did.
That's not going to help his playoff situation at all.
Yep,
Car who
definitely
needs
not.
points. But,
3 to go for Seth Peters.
3 to go here for Seth Peters. He's got a giant lead. Unless he saved fuel and doesn't have to worry about a pit stop, he should have this race locked up. But we said that about Falconer at Watkins Glen, so you never know.
Watch what happens is that I cursed Seth Peters, and he locks it up in the second of Varianti, hits the wall, and then Don Faulkner wins. In a cruel twist of fate.
What? How ironic that would be at some point if Falconer could just win off capitalizing off someone else's mistake. Oh, Solberg's off again. He's off again.
He lost Solberg. Oh no! Oh, okay, he got through it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the first time we've seen a car go. Yeah, we haven't seen a car go off there yet. Yeah, we haven't seen a car go off there yet.
Yeah, everyone got through the the Prima Varianti very smoothly
Whoa,
always long.
Marino!
no!
Oh,
no.
what a save.
Oh,
wow. Good save by the
and there's a car in the back that
It's
got
like
shoved
Sasso!
off.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Is that going to bring out a yellow?
no! Was that Lindsay Dietz or was that Tree Leclerc?
I think that's Lindsay Dietz. No, they're going to keep it going.
That is Lindsay Dietz. It's the high price car.
That's unfortunate. Sasso needed also.
Oh.
I'm noticing a pattern. A lot of guys who need these good points days are all of a sudden having a problem here at the end.
The only one who's not having a problem is Alan Moch. I think he might capitalize on their mistakes and take advantage and get a better finish for himself and improve his points.
Yeah, he's running strong here. This time by for Seth Peters is going to take 2 laps to go here. Falconer's under pressure from Ricci for second.
Oh, yeah, these are the 3 Chevrolets that have been a problem all race long.
Here they go, coming to 2 laps to go. They look lower. They're pitting.
Oh, yeah, they're
They
definitely
can't
pitting.
make it.
Oh, and Peters is pitting as well.
Are they all? I imagine everybody's going to pit here. Yeah, all the leaders, Grider and Toddy, stay out.
Toddy stay out. Again. I'm
I
having
mean-
a case of deja vu.
At this point, I think maybe
But
they think with a few laps to go, they can maybe make it.
The only difference here is Kylie Grider's the one out front.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be it's gonna be difficult for Kylie to save here. Ethan O'Connor stays out, but I'm pretty sure he's a lap down. So
I believe he is a lap down, yeah.
yeah, so he's not gonna make it. Well, Peters is gonna be off pit road first. So as long as Grider and Toddy pit here, it'll go back into the hands of the 78.
Oh no. Oh no. I just had a bad realization.
What?
Grider and Toddy are going to be pitting on the white flag.
Oh man, yeah, that's true. They stayed out 1 extra lap. They're gonna be 1 short. Oh
They
no.
screwed themselves.
Now here's the only other thing. If they stayed out, did they save a full lap under those caution laps? I don't know. That's a lot.
I have no idea. But I do not like the implications of this.
This is gonna, like I said, this is gonna go one of either way. It's gonna be one of these two, or it's gonna be Seth Peters winning this race. Toddy's gonna go side by side.
Toddy wants to lead, but he's not going to get there. Grider able to hold him in check. They're in the second Varianti, I believe. No, that's actually the Varianti Ascari, I think. Yeah, that's turn 11's down that straightaway.
Here they go down the straightaway, coming to turn 11 for the second to last time. It's going to be
And
these
they're going to be
two.
pitting. They're
It's
going to
gonna
be pitting.
I think they are. Yeah, Kylie looks like she may be signaling she's coming in.
Yeah, she's got her hand out the window. She is surrendering that she cannot make it to the end. Yeah, let's see what Toddy does. Toddy's
Nope.
staying in her tire tracks.
Nope, here they
They're
come.
pitting. Oh, I called it. I
man.
called it.
That stinks. They should have stayed out that last run for one more lap, and they probably would have made it. But she takes the
goodness,
white flag.
O'Connor's-
She takes the white flag on pit road, but it's not going to be enough as Peters is going to take it away.
All that for Peters to take it as they were coming up pit road. That's even worse.
Oh man, not going to be enough. Peters takes it.
Yes, and Peters blasted by them at full speed, and they're coming up pit road at pit speeds.
Oh
That's
man.
the worst case scenario.
I mean, I don't know if they're going to gain positions where they were from where they're running. If anything, they're either going to be slightly gaining or they're going to be right around where they are. So either this, I can't tell if this strategy was in their perfect plans or if they just, I mean, at the same time, yeah, they screwed themselves.
They really did. Meanwhile, Seth Peters, he's headed for the second. He's headed for the second Varianti.
He needs
If he
to
can
get
just
through
get
this trouble corner first.
Yeah, I'm just about to say, if he can get through this turn, then I think it's smooth sails from here.
Yeah,
He's
he
done
gets
it.
through it. Nice and simple there. Now he's got to be careful. He's locked up in a couple portions at these,
Yeah, Curva
at these corners.
yeah, he's locked up in the Curva dell'Ismos a couple of times. And he's smooth through the first one. Gotta get through the second one, though.
This is going to be probably the most difficult one, and it looks like he's going to get through it just... I think at this point, he can just coast it from here. He's not even going to take any chances. He's got a big lead.
Yeah, and he's also got Justin Reach behind him serving as tail gunner to prevent anyone from getting to him as he heads for the Varianti Ascari. 8, 9, and 10 ahead.
Well, it looks like this is going to go the way of Tau Racing here. They're going to finish 1-2. Peters he's absolutely dominated this race today. What a victory it's going to be.
Yeah, the only times he didn't lead was when he was on pit road and when Ricci passed him for the first couple of laps.
Yeah, here they come through the long straightaway, heading into turn 11 for the final time. Man, it was a dominating race for Seth Peters. He's run so well at these road courses before, but was unable to check the box until today. Seth Peters is going to dominate the day, and here he comes off of turn 11, and the 78 Seth Peters for Tau Racing gets his second win of the season here at Monza.
Focus on that Smithfield!
Ricci's going to come home in second place. Falconer in P3, Jordan Fox P4, and Roberto Crown Jr. in fifth place. Great run for that 21 to finish it.
Yeah, there you can see some of the other drivers coming by. Marinelli finished in the top 10, so solid day for him. Grider also finished inside the top 10. So
Oh, look at that.
Hey, we got 2 lock-ins for the playoffs. Caleb Marinelli and Justin Ricci. How about that?
Strong runs, great point days for both of them, and because of that, I mean, we still have races to go for the playoffs, but they're
the first 2 to
locked
lock in.
Impressive.
And now, yeah, they can just lay back for the next couple races, and test out things for the playoffs that might work in their cars.
Great race it was for Seth Peters, as here he is. He's going to do some victory burnouts. Let's see what celebration he has up his sleeve this time. Oh, my goodness. Look out. Oh, gosh. Oh, jeez. Oh,
my.
Oh, that car's broke. Look at the tires. That car's broken.
Yep. I thought these cars were supposed to be durable.
Well, I mean, the bodies are sure durable. They're not that bad, but the interiors, especially those wheels, are not really. I can tell broken toe links on both front tires, especially. But hey, though, what a race we saw today. Overall, Alan, do you think this was? I think this is gonna set up for an interesting regular season coming few races.
100% yes. Because we still got what, Gateway and Daytona left before the postseason?
Yep.
Yeah, wow. Gateway's next.
Crazy races that we're going to have left to finish this off. Seth Peters is going to continue burning this out. I mean, we don't have any road courses left, and I mean, the tires are kind of broken on this car, so I wonder if Seth Peters is going to maybe just push this engine or car in general just to its limit, because, I mean, in general, they really don't have to worry about it anymore, I guess.
We don't need, they don't need it anymore. We're fine.
Yeah, they're just fine. Seth, yep, there goes the engine.
Yep.
Well,
Engine's
hey,
gone.
what a victory it was for Seth Peters. Congrats to the 78. Thank you, Alan, for joining me in the booth. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the race, and let's go ahead and take a look at the finishing results.
I called it!